My daughter said something last night that destroyed me. She looked up at me with those big eyes and said, "Mommy, why did Daddy's wife call me Lily?" Lily wasn't my daughter's name. Lily was a dead child, and my 4-year-old had no idea she was being used as a replacement for someone else's grief. Stay with me, because what happened at that house, no parent should ever hear this. Mark was never part of our lives. One night, that's it. When I told him I was pregnant, he vanished. No calls, no texts, nothing. For 4 years, my daughter Emily waited for a father who never showed up. She'd draw pictures of him at school. Teachers would call me quietly to tell me. I'd cry in my car every single time. Then out of nowhere, Mark called, said he wanted parental rights. I said no. The court agreed with me. He didn't fight, didn't pay child support, so I had no idea why he suddenly cared. 6 months later, he called again. Wanted Emily to visit for Christmas. Something felt wrong. Every instinct was screaming at me, but Emily begged. "Please, Mommy, please, I want to meet my daddy." How do you say no to that? So we went. The moment we walked in, Emily saw him. She ran, arms wide open. "Daddy," she was so happy, so excited. Mark looked down at her, and his face didn't change. No smile, no warmth, nothing. He just stood there looking at my daughter like she was a stranger. I had to nudge him and whisper, "Say something to her, please." That's when his wife walked in. She stopped when she saw Emily. Her hand flew to her mouth, and she whispered, almost to herself, "Oh my God, she looks just like her." I didn't know what that meant yet. Then the small thing started. First, she called Emily Lily. I thought it was a mistake. "Sorry, habit," she laughed. It happened again and again. She started holding Emily's hand, brushing her hair, tucking her in at night. When Emily asked to use the bathroom, the wife followed her and said, "Let Mom help you, baby." Mom. She called herself Mom. That's when I knew something was very wrong. I grabbed Emily's hand and told them we were leaving, right now. The wife screamed. Her entire family, who had been in the next room the whole time, came flooding in. They looked at me like I was the villain, like I was the one hurting their family. I stared at Mark and said, "Explain, right now, or I'm calling the police." He pulled me into the hallway, closed the door, and told me everything. I stared at Mark and said, "Explain, right now, or I'm calling the police." He pulled me into the hallway, closed the door, and told me everything. Their real daughter Lily had died 3 months before. His wife hadn't left the bedroom since, wasn't eating, wasn't talking. The family was desperate. They found out Emily existed, same age, same features as Lily, and they thought if they kept her here long enough, it would help her heal. Mark looked me in the eye and said, "Just leave her here. When my wife gets better, we'll send her back." It's like it never happened. I stared at him. Made this man who ignored his own daughter for 4 years, who showed zero warmth when she ran to him, who was willing to hand over a 4-year-old as emotional medicine for someone else's pain. I said, "She is not a tool. She is not therapy. She is your daughter, and you don't even see her." He called me cruel, said I didn't understand grief, said I was being selfish. I took Emily's hand, walked out that door, and never looked back. My daughter deserves to know who she is, not pretend to be someone else's ghost. Any parent who would hand over their own child to fix someone else's broken heart was never a real parent to begin with. If someone tried to do this to your child, what would you do?